Hey there, devotioners. How are you? Welcome to That's All Devotionals, where you will be transported in the presence of the Lord and given tools to sustain you there. So thrilled to be with you today. God has certainly been so awesome, and He's just been incredibly kind, and He certainly has been a keeper. And there's just so much I can say about Him. He's just altogether lovely. Um, won't be before you long. This has just been a Sela season, wrapping up this year, just pausing to reflect. It's that time of year, and just wanted to just bask in the moment, soak it all in, and just getting ready for what is next. So God is so good. But I want to come by as we finish off the year in devotion. I just wanted to just talk with you, give you a word of encouragement, and just to I guess send you off into the new year, usher you into the new year. I think that's what I want to do, just to usher you into the new year. We're how many days left? Don't almost 10 more days or 9, something like that. About 9 or 8 more days left, but who's counting? We're glad that we have made it thus far. God has certainly, like I said, just been a keeper. He's just has held us down and prevented us um, from experiencing the worst that this year brought. And just was thinking about those who were affected by the Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica, those who have faced so much devastation across the world. Just giving God thanks that He has kept us, and He's protected us and brought us here. I want to jump into the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 11. And I want to talk about a testimony today. Testimony. And if there's ever a time that we can really see the evidence of the goodness of God in our lives, it is now. And I am very aware. Here's what I'm very aware of, because I've experienced it. I'm very aware that you perhaps didn't get to do everything that you wanted to do. You didn't get to accomplish many of the goals that you have set back in January. But here you are. You are alive. You're breathing. You're well. And that should give you hope, right? That, you know what? I can try again, right? And I want to talk to you today about a testimony. And I want to share something with you that God did. The Bible says in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 11, it says, "We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony." And many of us recognize that a testimony is a public declaration of what God has done in our lives. It is the evidence of the power and the grace, the deliverance, the healing, the forgiveness, and the provision of God in our lives. And I'm talking about in real time. Somebody say in real time, right? But I also want to stress is that evidence is not just something that you overcome, it's not just your story, but it is God's story revealed. I was studying God's story revealed through your life. It's others being able to see that you're not just an ordinary human being walking around, but there is something different, that you carry glory, you carry the image of God, in a way that just illuminates it. It is revealed, it is seen, it is known that something is peculiar about this one. Something is different about that one. And that is also a testimony. And what it does, it draws others before you even open your mouth. It draws others to you, because they see Christ, they can sense him, they can feel him. And that's what also a testimony is, excuse me. And so the Bible says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. It is what has happened to us. It's our lived experience, is things that God has done for us, is putting a voice or word to the victory that Christ has wrought in our lives. It's how God turned our private suffering and turned it into a public, if you will, a public emblem for others to see, that even though others may not have seen him working in your life, and even those others may not have known that you were going through, God will somehow allow your story to bring him glory through the life, through your life. I think it's so powerful that God will usher us from those valley experiences, from those painful moments, from those times when you're crying and you thought it was just you and God. And God said, I'm going to use your story to help others. I'm going to use what I've done for you in secret to help others. And this is how we shift from being survivors to becoming overcomers. We over what come. Hallelujah. And so I want to share with you just something that God did for me at the end of this year. And I just thought it was so powerful, and I have it documented. Earlier this year, I had to fill out some paperwork, and I submitted it and did all the things that I was instructed to do. I did it. And after you've done what you're supposed to do, you kind of forget about it, in a sense. Like, your mind is not on it. You're just waiting for the processing. And so I was waiting for several months. I was waiting, and um, about a week and a half ago, I received a phone call, and I got the phone call. The woman said to me, she left a message on my phone. Actually, she left a voice message on my phone, and then she also sent me an email, because I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't get to pick up the phone, so she left me a message and she sent me an email, I guess as her way of trying to expedite the process. So either I'm going to get one or the other. And so on the email, she said, she identified who she was and the department that she worked for. And she said, can you please get in touch with me immediately? And on the voicemail, it said something similar as well. She ID'd herself, and she said, could you please call me back as soon as possible? This is very, very important. So I called her back, and she said to me, she said, hi, Danielle, this is so-and-so. I said, hi, so-and-so, how are you? I received your phone call. I'm checking in with you. Is everything okay? And she said, I was going through, the paperwork, different people, and your paperwork came up, and I put it to the side because I perceive that what you indicated was not what you wanted to do. And I said, really? And she said, yes, I could have went ahead and processed your paperwork, but something says this is not what she wants to do. And so I put it aside, and I decided to call you to check in with you, to let you know that this is not what you want to do with this particular form. And I want you to reach out to another agency, to check in with them and to explain to them. And I said, what do you want me to tell them? What should I tell them? Because now I'm like, oh my goodness, like I filled out this paperwork. I thought everything was correct. And I said, what should I tell them? What is it that I should say to them? What should I explain? And she gave me the language. She said, this is what you want to tell them, because if I process it as is, then what I know you want to do is going to set you back, and you're going to have to start all over again. You're going to start from scratch. But I believe that this is not what you want to do, and I'm calling to intervene and give you and tell you what is it that you need to do. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, God, you are so awesome. You are so good. And sometimes we think that God is not working. And sometimes we think that God has forgotten us. And God is not interested in our everyday affairs. And I'm here to tell you it's so far from the truth. Because here is this woman sitting, I know where she is. She's sitting where she is downtown, right? And she's going through paperwork. It's the end of the year and trying to get things done. And here comes my name, right? Shows up, and she could have just easily signed off and say, next. But she stopped. And I don't believe that it was just by her own volition. I believe the Lord had his hand in it, and God said, stop at this one and check this over, please, and give her a call and let her know that there is something else for her to do. And God did it. And so she said, call this office and ask for so and so. And here is an extension, because this is a particular person that I want you to talk with. And then she said, you may not get them because it's almost 3:00, and that department shuts down at a certain time. And she said, listen, I know how it works, because at a certain time as well, I don't take phone calls. I don't answer emails. I am done. So if you don't get them, leave her a message, right? And let her know and tell her to call you back so that you guys can verify the information. And I did, and I dialed the 6-digit extension, and the person, just like how she told me, that person didn't answer the phone, but I left a message. And the following day, I am sitting, and I saw this number come up, and it says, is a scam likely or something? So I didn't answer. I was like, what number is this? I didn't answer. I saw it again the second time. And this time the person left a message. And I said, oh, that's her that was calling. That's her that's calling. And so I immediately picked up the phone and called her back. And I said, I'm sorry, I saw your number call, but it showed up as scam likely. So I didn't pick up. She said, no worries. I got your message. And I went ahead and I reset what in their system. I reset your paperwork, and I put it for what it's supposed to be, and you're going to be all set. And now we're going to transfer over this new record to this department, and everything is going to be all right. And I said, can you just verify with me one more time what happened? And she said, you just missed something, and it would have resulted in you having to start all over again. And I'm so glad that somebody caught it, and now we've corrected it, and you're going to be all set. And in a where I'm going to immediately send it over to this department, and you're going to be fine. And then you're going to be able to see the changes and your time, etc., etc., etc. And I said, thank you so very much. I called back the other lady who called me originally, and I said, I'm just reaching out to say to you, thank you so very much, because it could have been otherwise. And I'm so grateful that you were able to put a pause on my documents and reach out to me for correction. And I cannot thank you enough. I'm so appreciative. And we chatted a little bit, and we exchanged pleasantries for the holidays and for the new year. She said, you're all set. Thank you for calling back. I appreciate it. And we hang up the phone. And I said, God, I thank you. I said, God, I thank you. And if I were to just tell you specifically what it was, you'd be like, ooh, girl, that's God. And I know it's God. I am so I am so indebted, if you will. I am just so indebted to my God and the ways that he goes to look out for me. And I remember shortly thereafter the covenant, he said, one act of obedience is going to grant you a lifetime of favor. And no matter what has happened in my life, and I'm telling you, some things have happened in my life that should have gone the other way, that should have resulted in something other than. And I see how God intercepted. I see how God intervened. I see how God, just really just came through, and you would say at the nick of time, and turned the situation around. I'm telling you, and it has happened all year long. Man, moments when I thought this was going to be it, and there goes God saying, no, before I formed you, Danielle, I knew you. I have a purpose for you. I have a plan for you, and it ain't over quite yet. And this situation here that happened a week and a half ago, I'm telling you, it would be so devastating. I'm telling you the truth. It would be so devastating if I got a letter in the mail that says, this is the outcome. And unfortunately, you're going to have to start from zero. I cannot tell you, I probably would have fainted. But God knows all things, and he does all things well, and he has people in high places, and he sends his angels to look out on my affairs. And I'm telling you, I am so thankful to God. I am so thankful to God that he's not starting me from zero, that he accelerated the process. He accelerated the process. He put me aside to work on my stuff. Oh, how I love him. I'm telling you. And I can close out this year. I have one more thing left to do. I have an exam that I have to do coming up. Have to do it, and I've been praying over myself. I've been praying over the situation. I've been praying over the particular area. And I said, God, you're gonna come through for me one more time, because my work is not done. I've not even scratched the surface, and I know it and I believe it. And so all these things, all these these hurdles and these barricades, whatever you want to call them, they try every time I get close. Every time you find yourself getting close, man, there comes a monkey wrench into in what God is trying to do. But I want to tell you, I want to encourage you, keep trusting God, keep believing God, keep hoping in God, and don't let go, and go back to a testimony of what He has done before and hold on to it, and say, God, you did it before, and my God, you are going to do it again. And I hold on to that He is going to do it again. And I thank Him. I thank Him for using those two individuals, those two women from separate. I'm telling you. Oh God. I thank Him. I thank Him. I thank Him that they were sensitive. I thank Him that they were sensitive. When they saw my name, God says, stop right there. Right there, stop. This is my child. Stop right there. And a call was made. I'm here to encourage you, my precious devotioners, my precious friends. If He did it for me, He will do it for you. There's a song that says, same God, what? Back then, same God right now, something like that. If God did it for me, He will do it for you. And I can walk out of 2025 knowing that God intervened, that God gave me yet another testimony, that God kept looking out for me, that God had His eyes on me, that God kept me, that God kept my mind. Can somebody say, God, thank you for keeping my mind? God, thank you for keeping my mind. God kept me safe. Say, God, I thank you for salvation. I could have given up. I could have quit, but God, I thank you for salvation. Lord, I thank you for providing. I thank you for providing. I thank you for providing. There were times when but God, I thank you for providing. I thank you for providing. I thank you for providing. I thank you for making a way where there was no way. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you for my family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me yet another ammunition, another I want to say that because I can look the devil in the eye and say, you can't take me out. 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 You've tried many things, devil. I know you have. I see you. I see you. I see you try. But you can't take me out. Because God is with me. God is with me. God is with me. And I believe it. God is with me. God is with me. God is with me. Can you say that? God is with me. God is with me. He's never going to leave me. And He's never going to forsake me. God is with me. Oh, yes, He is. And I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to say it. God is with me and God is for me. Others may not, but He is. And that's all that matters. Can you say that? God is with me and God is for me. Can you say it one more time? God is with me. And God is for me. And don't be ashamed. God is with me and God is for me. That's it. I just wanted to share that with you today. I just wanted to share that testimony with you today. There's so many things I could have shared with you, but that I wanted to share with you. That I wanted to share with you because when I look at the scope of the matter, when I look at the complexity of the matter, when I look at it, it couldn't be nobody else but God. Nobody else but God. And it's all set. I love to hear those two words. Those three words. It's all set. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Woo! So take heart, take courage, my friends, and just know that it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. I'm supposed to wrap up, but the other day the Lord just led me to somebody, and I felt what the person, I saw visually what the person was going through. I got the visual first, and I went to just talk to the person, and I just shared exactly what the Lord shared with me. And all I saw from the person's eyes were just tears just flowing from the person's eyes. And I just said to the person, repeat after me. I've never really done things like that. When I said, repeat after me, as the Lord gave me, obviously, the instruction. I said, repeat after me. And the person repeated after me. And what do you think? God worked it out. God worked it out. And I said, to God be the glory. I said, to God be the glory. He worked it out. And, I just get to sit back and listen to the testimony as if, like, that's wonderful. Just incredible. God is awesome. And I just believe God. I'm just a believer. I'm 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 a believer. And I believe God for you. May God bless you, my friends. May God keep you. And may God cause His great face to shine upon you, be gracious unto you, to grant you His peace, the peace that passes all understanding. I can't wait to talk with you again. Bye now.